Hello there, I'm Suzanne at Stampin.com. Today is Video Friday, and I'd like to demonstrate how to make this little card holder box. I think it holds about 6 cards with envelopes. I'm giving you a little sneak peek of some of the Easter cards I've made. So, I will be posting a lot of the measurements and the supply list on my blog, so if you miss something, you can check for it there. Stampin.com, and Sunn is spelled with 2 N's. So let's get started, shall we? I'll put that just off to the side. What we're going to require is, sticky strip, cardstock, the sizing of 11 by 8 1/4. And DSP designer series paper 12 by 3 1/2. So I'm going to pull out my handy dandy scoring tool here. All right, so score on the long side. Oh, that's a bit tippy, isn't it? At 5 1/4 and 7. So that's going to be the bottom. And on the short side, we're going to score 1 3/4 and 6 1/2. Perfect. I'm not going to score the DSP, so just so you know. All right, so basically this is a really simple build. I'm just going to burnish and crease all of my folds. And I believe this is Wisteria Wonder I'm using. All right, so cutting is pretty simple. I'm just going to snip on the score line to make a tab. Just like that. So you're going to see it's just going to come together like that. Easy, right? Okay, so I'm going to use my Tombow. Now I want these tabs to stick to the back or the longer side. You could use sticky strip. I happen to use my Tombow a lot for everything. And you don't need a lot of that glue. So what I'm going to do is I'm using the work top. Fold the sides in. And just press down. And that's pretty much it. This is pretty sturdy cardstock, so it can take a bit of punishment. So what I'm going to do is I wanted to do it that way so that the front actually wraps around and you have a nice finish. So we'll put a little bit more of Tombow on the edges. I don't like to use too much. It does take a bit to dry, so a little goes a long way. And just with my bone folder, I'm going to get in there. There we go. So you can kind of see on this how different the edges are. You could leave it like this, that's fine. What I like to do is just take my scissors and just give it a snip. And on the other side too. Actually, it'll be easier if I do it this way. Perfect. All right, so the DSP, I've chosen this because I really like the decorations on this DSP. I think this is from the Floral District, which is a clearance item. And there's nothing wrong with the clearance items. They're just getting rid of them because new stuff is coming in all the time. And I like to, I mean, I always have to, I have to craft on a budget. I don't know if you all do, but I definitely like a deal. And some of the DSP is stunningly gorgeous. And, you know, it's a little bit cheaper in price, so why not? Okay, so you can kind of see what I just did there. I just sort of went around and pinched it, just because scoring it would have probably meant that there was going to be 1/16 of something in there, and my mother can tell you I was never very good at fractions, so this to me works. So what I'm going to do is just burnish those folds so they're nice and crisp. And then I'm just going to use Tombow. You could use your sticky strip or adhesive, snail, whatever, double-sided sticky tape. This glue does give you a bit of wiggle room, so you don't have to be absolutely precise. You can kind of move it around a bit. Okay. And I always say, I like it that way. I always say, you know, we do as crafters, I don't know about you, but sometimes I have a tendency to hoard a little bit of my papers because I love paper, and I like to, I certainly have a lot of it, and I really enjoy looking at it, and I like putting it on cards and whatnot. But seriously, if I really like something, I want to keep it around. So I would use it in a project like this and put it in my office. Okay, I'm a little off. That's okay. It's going to the back of the wall anyway. And I really wanted to get that flower in there. So you can see what I'm doing. I'm just using my bone folder. There we go. So what I wanted to do is use a little bit of my decorative label punch. I love this punch. This is probably my favorite punch. So I'm going to do maybe that. That's cute. Oh, I forgot to get my dimensionals out. Sorry, excuse my reach here. There we go. Oftentimes I have no idea what I'm putting in these boxes. I use a lot of them for putting cards in, and also office stuff. I have a lot of little extra papers that I need to keep organized, and they fit nicely in there. So there we go. So if you're becoming addicted to making cards like I have myself, you may very well want to put one of these simple projects together. So I hope you enjoyed this little Paper Crafting Friday video. If you have any questions or want to get a hold of me or any products that you've seen me use today, don't hesitate to get hold of me. I would love the chance to earn your business. My blog has a contact me page, so you can certainly go there and email me. That's sunnstampin.com, Sunn spelt with 2 N's. Thanks for joining me today. Bye.